Following contest is your final BattleBowl qualifying match. Scheduled for one fall in the 20-minute time limit. Here for me, Big Jose.
Well, by process of elimination, you know, we all know the list that was in the drawing. We know the 4 men that are left. Let's just see how they're paired up. I mean, I know, but you guys don't.
Well, I mean,
knows all over. He knows everything. He knows everything.
That's why he's classic.
When you hang out with the aces, you get to know.
Oh, get out of town! But oh, this music sounds familiar. Here's making a return. You know, this man's very familiar to you, Mike Lewis, and he's very familiar to the Ace fans. Welcome back, Thomas the Gate Rodriguez, to American Championship Entertainment.
So Rodriguez now, we're gonna find out who his partner is. And these final 2 spots open in BattleBowl. This is the worst theme music I've ever heard, by the way.
This is the original music, by the way, that you can get on official Ace CD of Entrance Music, all original music.
Right now, on commentary, I am issuing a challenge to Neeno Capone to a sing-off. Because everyone knows on the Ace album, Dollars Make Sense is a way better track than this stupid song he's playing right now.
You let a song on that CD?
Yeah, and I challenge him to a sing-off and I'll beat him.
How much did you bribe him to put it on?
It's number last right now on iTunes.
Wait a minute here. This music coming out again. It's the movement, and we obviously know it's not Jamal Jackson. It is that fat, nasty bastard, F.N.B.
And of course, Jamal Jackson secured a spot earlier tonight. Of course, he wants to see his tag team partner in the BattleBowl.
I think he just wants to come out and dance like an idiot, I'll be honest with you.
That's how you dance. I saw the video for your song.
It's not true. It's not true. I am a classically trained dancer. 3 years in dance school.
Well, fans, I'm just letting you know, you better watch out, because this man is a big animal. And that
Fans on their feet and loud.
You know, I was about to say the exact same thing. They love this fat, nasty bastard, F.N.B. Can he go?
I don't see why. I really don't.
He represents the movement, and the movement are a great tag team on their own.
The name who didn't get picked out, so to speak. This was the last name in the drawing.
Last but not least.
Last but
Not least.
This man, former Ace, Diamond Division champion.
I would venture to say, maybe second favorite behind Danny Moss. The King of Diamonds himself.
The last of a dying breed.
What an ovation for Eddie Kingston when he came out. Unbelievable.
The well-traveled veteran of the sport, Eddie Kingston, former Ace Diamond Division champion, will be teaming with F.N.B. in his final match.
F yourself, John Hunter, right like that.
Well, regardless of that, you know, this is going to be a unique contest. It's going to be the high-flying power, the high-flying speed of Rodriguez and Neeno Capone. They're going to be facing the 2 back fist loving men of Eddie Kingston and F.N.B. Both men love that maneuver. That is their coup de grace.
All 4 fan favorites here in the Ace Arena. Eddie Kingston trying to get the crowd loud, and I think he's successful. And who will gain those final 2 spots in BattleBowl? We will now find out.
Here we go. Classic Mikey D, you know, they both Kingston and F.N.B. did, you know, like I just brought up, they love to use the back fist. Eddie Kingston's back fist of the future, and F.N.B. as well. What do you think entails more, the back fist from those 2 men, or Rodriguez and Neeno's high-flying style?
You know, we see as soon as they came out, you know, we've seen tag teams all night. Some that got along, some that didn't get along. But now I can think that with this, both teams in this actually get along. You know, Thomas the Gate and Neeno Capone, they go way back. And right off the bat, when you have the F.N.B. and Eddie Kingston coming out, the fans are behind both. And that F.N.B. chant, Eddie Kingston's on the outside, bobbing his head in approval.
You know, Mike Lewis, I know you and Neeno Capone go way back. Besides that music,
I hate him. I'll be honest, I hate him.
But let's be real for a minute. It doesn't matter about hate. It means about talent. In your opinion, do you think Neeno Capone's the best high flyer in Ace?
I think he might be the best high flyer in Ace history. I mean, despite my personal feelings, I may dislike him a lot, but I haven't seen too many guys do shooting star presses off the ceiling. So, I mean, but right now, like I said, if you're gonna put Moff #1 as the favorite, Eddie Kingston's gotta be 1B because this guy can do it here tonight.
You know what? You know, I normally don't talk about my picks. You know, I'll wait for this match to end. I might have a choice. So,
of course, he wants to cut the fields from 20 to 10. Yeah, look at this guy. Yeah, I bet from the whole 20, John Harder.
Neeno Capone's letting him run, and then trips up the leg. There's a cover. Oh, and the fat nasty bastard tosses him off.
And that's the veteran coming out in Neeno Capone right there.
Fans getting behind F.N.B. again.
Right now, F.N.B. telling Kingston he got it. The veteran letting the rookie go. Neeno Capone won.
Okay, well, it looks like he's F.N.B. trying to convince everyone that he's got it. Maybe he's trying to convince himself more than anyone else.
Collar and elbow tie-up. F.N.B. now. First waistline. Oh, he went for the club right to the back. Make that a pair. F.N.B.'s a brawler. He'll strike you until he knows you.
It stands for Fudge Nut Brownie, right?
Fat nasty bastard. That was actually a good one. You caught me off guard with that, you jerk. Neeno now. Backflip out of that. Ducking a clothesline of F.N.B. Neeno now. Backflip onto that.
On his feet, what agility.
You know, you gotta give the size and power to F.N.B., but the speed and quickness has to go to Neeno.
Got him over, no?
F.N.B. caught off guard, that sunset flip. Capone getting the upper hand on that fat, nasty bastard.
And now you gotta look at Eddie Kingston and maybe the concern on his face. He wants to advance, he doesn't know what F.N.B. is all about. Here comes Neeno!
Capone was looking to fly. F.N.B. said none of that. The Monaco knew it was coming. He told F.N.B. move out of the way.
I don't like this manager. What's his name?
This devastatingly handsome Anton the Monaco.
It's devastating to look at him for 2 matches.
Now Eddie Kingston's going to enter the ring.
Eddie Kingston was looking kind of frustrated on the outside.
The former Diamond Division champion in here against the former Ace Tag Team champion.
Eddie Kingston letting the fans know what's going on in his head.
Old school street fight right here, I think.
Oh, he is from the Yonkers. I've heard stories. He can strike you till he knows you. Kingston with a strike to the chest. Oh, make that a pair. There's a tag. There's a blind tag. I don't think Kingston saw it. Nice drop toe hold.
Jinx, yummy coke.
No drug references here tonight, Drew.
Oh, double kicks on the Kingston by Gate and Capone. This is a cover here.
No, you're not going to beat Eddie Kingston like that. Eddie Kingston's world traveled. And he's fresh. He just got in the ring.
You know, right now, Thomas the Gate, a man who's known for his strikes, he don't give a damn who you are.
And you want to talk about getting back on the map? What if Rodriguez can pin Eddie Kingston here tonight?
Up and over. If Gate wins this match and gets in the BattleBowl and wins it, this is going to be a huge coup for his return.
Oh, my!
Nice kick there from Rodriguez.
The unorthodox offense.
You know, Lewis, I know you used to call Thomas the Gate Thomas the Gas back in the day during your Hollywood days, but Rodriguez has packed on a couple pounds for pure muscle and strength. He's looking to dominate.
Yeah, that's what they call it in GMC, too.
Oh, nice face buster on the Kingston by the Gate. And a leg lariat to follow up. Nicely done by Rodriguez.
Oh, no, couldn't hold him down for 3. And this is a big match. Like I said, the final 2 spots in BattleBowl. This is it. You win it, you're in.
And you know, there's one thing, Mike Lewis, at Classic Mikey D, that you brought up earlier. You know, how Jamal Jackson and Ricky Reyes might have the best advantage of BattleBowl. That's not an advantage for Rodriguez for that suplex. But the winning team in this match has the worst advantage as they're the last team to advance. They don't have a lot of energy to conserve.
And the longer this match goes, the worse off they are. There we go, nice bitch chop.
You know, we've seen Kingston with those chops before. He doesn't care. And like you said, he's an old school street fighter, indeed.
Is he Blanca or Guile or Zangief possibly?
Will you stop? I'm not talking about Street Fighter the video game.
You're mixing me up here, John.
You said it yourself earlier!
F.N.B back in. Big swoop slam now to the gate.
The gate now taken down to the canvas.
Neeno wants back in this match, trying to get the crowd behind Thomas the gate.
I think Kingston almost looks a little surprised at the popularity of F.N.B.
Right now, one half of the movement going right to work on Thomas Rodriguez on that left arm. There's a tag. Here comes Eddie Kingston.
Kingston now the middle man and a hot shot right into the ribs.
Kingston pointing at Neeno Capone, but he's going right back to work on Rodriguez. Irish whip from Kingston. Kingston with a nice back elbow and folded up gate like an accordion.
And he shouldn't have waited that long to make the cover. If he would have made the cover right away, he might have beat him classic.
Yeah, Gate was able to roll over a little bit, making Kingston have to turn him back over. That second that it took there was the second from the pinfall.
You know, Eddie Kingston still very upset. He lost his Diamond Division Championship back at Indie Mania, lost his return match at Crossroads. He's looking to get back into winning ways, and right now he's doing a damn good job of it on Thomas Rodriguez.
I can only imagine, though, if Kingston and F.N.B win this, then you're going to have Rods and Kingston, and Rods is actually the man who cost Kingston the title.
And on top of that, you're going to have both members of the movement in there, and if they work together, that makes no trouble for the entire field.
But let's not forget about Rodriguez there as he got taken down to the canvas. Rodriguez is the last web TV champion in Ace. You know, Neeno Capone is a great competitor as well, former multiple-time tag team champion.
Huge leg drop. I can't take anything away from him. But right now, they're not looking too high, and F.N.B almost won this thing.
Only a 2 off that running leg drop by Fat Nasty Bastard. He's got to keep on the attack on Thomas Rodriguez.
My pick in this bowl, no matter what, it's got to be mine.
There you go, see? And John Harder over here, he's waiting to pick from 10. Me and you, we pick from 20. This guy's, he's a cheapo.
I got to pick from 1. The second that I saw Dan Moss' name go into that poll, I knew.
F.N.B only able to pick up 2.
Off that side belly to belly, Lewis, and F.N.B's got to keep it going. He can't be frustrated. That's what the youth and inexperience of F.N.B is. He's got a lot of potential. He can't get upset. He doesn't get a pinfall.
F.N.B was signaling for a moonsault.
Where is he going? What is he doing up there? Neeno, nicely done.
Oh, come on. You know,
anything you got to do to get inside that BattleBowl.
Drop kick.
Oh, drop.
F.N.B is in no man's land here.
F.N.B got caught. F.N.B got himself caught.
What is Rodriguez trying to do here?
F.N.B trying to get back into the ring. Oh, kick into the back of F.N.B. Rodriguez don't give a damn. He'll strike you till he knows you. F.N.B now in a seated position in that turnbuckle area.
Where's Rodriguez going?
Maybe some classic gate.
Going against the enemy. Can Rodriguez find his footing? Primera drop kick from the gate.
That was impressive.
There's a cover. Only 2 of the Primera drop kick.
Look at the stress on Eddie Kingston's face. He doesn't want to lose this thing, especially if he's not getting the pin.
And the fans telling their opinions.
But Gate has to keep it going here. Oh, F.N.B.
Oh!
Sit out bastard bomb.
The half Nelson bomb.
No, still not enough.
Both men pulling out the heavy gun here, the major artillery. They're trying to win and get in the BattleBowl.
Now here comes the king. Strap is down. Time to get serious.
Oh, you know, Kingston means business when the strap goes down. Oh, he's got that right hand cocked.
88 miles an hour. 1.21 gigawatts.
Somebody call Emmett Doc Brown. Lariat on top of his head.
Could be thinking that back fist.
Eddie Kingston just does not care, ladies and gentlemen.
Only 2, says referee Big Jose. And you know, Eddie Kingston, he's getting a nice reaction here tonight. He always does when he comes out. But we all know Eddie Kingston's MO. He doesn't give a damn about the fans. He's all about #1, himself.
Oh my.
Oh, big slaps.
You watch the sweat fly off his chest. Look at this.
Multiple chops.
Oh.
One more for good measure, and man knocked him out.
And
Knocked out from the pain.
Kingston looked to put away Rodriguez here.
Oh my.
He wasn't before?
Eddie Kingston, when he is not happy, nobody in the match is happy. Trust me when I tell you. Oh, don't encourage him.
Fans directing traffic.
Kingston don't like the fans, but he don't care. He likes being encouraged. Rodriguez trying to gasp for air, but Kingston on the attack.
Oh my!
Running kick upside the head.
Low Yakuza straight to the head. And another chop.
Kingston giving the fans what they want.
I'm waiting to see blood coming off the Gates' chest.
He was a sitting combustible bomb on the apron, and he has just went off in this ring, has Eddie Kingston.
And the poor victim is Rodriguez.
Oh my!
One of the fans, I think, was rooting for Thomas. Kingston's kind of pointing her in the right direction.
Ravishing Eddie Kingston.
Rodriguez trying to fire back here, though.
Oh, right in the eyes.
Kingston will cheat.
Nicely done.
It's only cheating if you get caught.
And he got caught and he got reprimanded by the referee. Classic. Sorry on that one. I had to say that. There's a tag. Here comes F.N.B.
I don't pay attention to you either way, John Hogger.
Chop.
This kid's chest is going to need some Neosporin for the next 2 weeks.
You know, Rodriguez on the receiving end of a major beating. Good.
Kingston staying on the fans.
Neeno and Kingston talking trash in the apron, but in the ring, F.N.B. really picking apart Rodriguez. Irish whip up the ropes. Rodriguez holding on. Kick to the face. Up and over goes Rodriguez.
What's he going to do now?
Oh, Rodriguez.
And now is Rodriguez's time. He's got a tag. Neeno, he's right there.
Rodriguez after the double knees to the chest on a seated F.N.B. Can he make the tag to Neeno?
He might be looking for the cover.
Neeno begging for a tag. He wants in this match.
Who's going to get there? Kingston's legal. So is Neeno.
Capone with the right. Kingston. They're going to go strike for strike here.
Just like I said, old school New York street fight.
Neeno not a strike master. He needs to go to the air now. Kingston firing up. Boot to the face though from Capone.
Big
Back.
elbow. No, Spikes with the tornado DDT.
Very nice by Neeno Capone. He's got to watch F.N.B.
Oh!
Right now, just when Neeno Capone and this place just exploded.
I think Neeno's dead. Neeno's dead.
Neeno had one thread to get an advantage, and F.N.B. shut him down and turned Capone literally inside out and upside down. Kingston on the outside, though, he's the legal man.
And now look at F.N.B. trying to break that ref's count. It's a smart move.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Kingston being tossing Rodriguez into the front row.
If you didn't know, it's take a superstar home night here at Ace.
And now, Neeno pushing off F.N.B. Ducked by F.N.B. Neeno in the leg place lariat sends the big man down.
And now Capone. Oh, he's looking for that shooting star. Capone off the ropes. He's looking for a full head of steam. Running shooting star. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
That's it. No kick out.
F.N.B's not the legal man, though. It's Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, that's right. Kingston's legal man.
Neeno saying he's going up.
And he's going up against the wrong guy, though. He's got to worry about Kingston.
Boom! Back fist to the future.
Neeno just fell from that top turnbuckle.
Good grief, what a maneuver by Eddie Kingston.
Oh my God, that was a huge back fist.
Oh, look at this animal instincts coming out of Eddie Kingston as Rodriguez goes on the attack.
Rodriguez.
Goodbye.
Go! Thanks for coming. And a back fist of F.N.B.
Oh, he's done.
Rodriguez is out cold.
We have our BattleBowl contestants.
I'm going to say it here, guys. F.N.B. and Eddie Kingston win this big tag match. My pick. But my pick, I'm going for an upset. I'm going F.N.B. You got it for me. F.N.B. is my pick, and he's these fans' pick too.
Oh yeah, you're waiting for the final 10 to pick his pick, my classic Mikey D. What a jerk.
That's what Harder does.
We have our 10 combatants. Ricky Reyes, Jamal Jackson, Danny Mock.
They might not be done with him. I hope Eddie hits him again. I really do.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look at the chest of the gate.
Oh wow, look at that. Show respect.
It was a
Kingston said at the beginning, he has no beef, he's here to compete.
It was a great.
Now all that's out the window. He wants to win BattleBowl.
It was a great tag team match. But Kingston and F.N.B. come out on top. Now we have our 10 combatants. Reyes, Jamal Jackson, Danny Mock, Hatch Stevens, Big Ed Scanlon, Rods, Smith James, Jack Gallo, F.N.B. and Eddie Kingston. These 10 men are in BattleBowl. Who will go and win it all?